You were lied to. The Sleeping Beauty you know, a gentle princess, a heroic prince, is a fantasy. The real story is older, darker, and meant to warn, not comfort. Forget cartoon birds and singing fairies. Picture cold stone, deep forests, and human cruelty. The true tale is about Thalia, not Aurora. Written in 1634 by Giambattista Basile, it was never meant for children. These stories showed that people could do terrible things and happy endings were never promised. Imagine a lonely manor, dust-covered and silent, where Thalia lies in a death-like sleep, abandoned by her family. Time outside moves on, but inside everything is frozen in sadness and loss. The story you know was made safe, stripped of its darkness and difficult questions. The original tale forces us to confront power, violation, and revenge. There are no simple heroes or villains here. This is the truth hidden from you. It changes Sleeping Beauty from a fairy tale into a chilling account of survival. The past was harsh, and its stories reflected that reality. What you're about to hear is not a bedtime story. It's the real Sleeping Beauty. Thalia's story begins with a prophecy, not a celebration. Astrologers warned her father that a splinter of flax would bring tragedy. Terrified, he banned flax from their home, trying to outwit fate. For years, Thalia grew up safe, until one day she saw an old woman spinning flax. Curious, Thalia tried spinning herself. A splinter pierced her finger. Instantly, she collapsed, trapped in a deep, unending sleep. Her father, heartbroken, placed her in a velvet chair in a deserted house and locked the doors. He left her there, unable to face his loss. Seasons changed, but Thalia remained alone, untouched by time. The prophecy had come true, despite every effort to prevent it. Fate, it seemed, could not be avoided. Thalia's life was stolen by a single, tiny splinter, and so the real nightmare began. Years passed. Thalia slept, forgotten. One day, a king hunting nearby chased his falcon into the abandoned house. Inside, he found Thalia, beautiful, unmoving. He called to her, touched her, but she did not wake. Overcome by desire, the king committed a terrible act. He violated her as she slept. He left, never knowing what he'd done would change everything. Thalia remained unconscious, but soon gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl. Two fairies placed the babies at her side. Hungry, one baby sucked Thalia's finger, pulling out the splinter. Thalia awoke, confused, finding two children she didn't remember having. Alone, she named them Sun and Moon and began to care for them. She had survived, but her world was forever changed. The silence of the house was now broken by the cries of her children. Thalia's awakening was not a happy ending, but the start of a new struggle. She was a mother, but also a victim, left to piece together a life from the ruins. This was no fairy tale. The king returned, shocked to find Thalia awake with two children. He confessed his crime, and a secret relationship began. But the king was married. His queen grew suspicious, hearing the names Thalia, Sun, and Moon in his sleep. Consumed by jealousy, the queen discovered the truth. She ordered Thalia's children taken and demanded the cook prepare them as a meal for the king. The cook, merciful, hid the children and served lamb instead. The queen, believing her revenge complete, summoned Thalia to the palace. She ordered Thalia burned alive. As flames rose, the king arrived, realizing the queen's cruelty. The truth was revealed in the courtyard: Thalia's innocence, the queen's monstrous plot. The king ordered the queen punished as she had planned for Thalia. The queen and her accomplice were thrown into the fire. The cook was rewarded for saving the children. Talia, sun and moon were finally safe. Justice was brutal, but survival was even harder. The story's darkness did not end with the Queen. It lingered, a warning for all who heard it. Disney's Sleeping Beauty erased all of this. The violation became a gentle kiss. The twins disappeared. The evil queen became a fairy. The story was made safe, sweet, and simple, a romance, not a warning. The king's crime vanished, and Talia's survival was replaced by a prince's rescue. The real meaning was lost. Fairy tales like this were never meant to comfort. They were warnings from a dangerous world. The truth is unsettling, but it matters. The story of Sleeping Beauty is not about love conquering all. It's about survival, cruelty, and the darkness people are capable of. The sanitized version is a lie, not because it's different, but because it hides the truth. Many fairy tales have dark origins buried beneath cheerful cartoons. Remember, the real stories are more complex and far more disturbing than the ones we're told. And sometimes the truth is the scariest tale of all.